Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm recording this video today to talk about the Draymond Green contract. He just re-signed with the championship Golden State Warriors for 5 years, $85 million, which works out to $17 million a year. So I'm going to talk about this contract and how it compares to who I think are similar type players. If you're not familiar with Draymond Green, he's a 25-year-old power forward. And in the past year, he's taken a great leap forward in production and ability. But if you only watch the finals, you're probably not that impressed with Green because he didn't do so well. But overall, he had a fantastic season. So some of the players that I think are similar are Kevin Love, Paul Millsap, Derek Favors, and Blake Griffin. From an offensive standpoint, I think Green's one of the better outside shooters compared to these guys, or kind of middle of the road. And on the inside, he's middle of the road compared to these guys, or towards the bottom end. So I think offensive production-wise, he's kind of in the middle or on the low end. Passing-wise, he's pretty gifted as a passer. I think he could get better, but he's good at bringing defensive attention and being able to kick out to Curry or Klay Thompson. But defense is really where Draymond Green shines. I think he's better than all these other guys that I'm talking about here. And in terms of big men, I think he's probably the second best defensive player behind DeAndre Jordan among the big men. So he's pretty special. He could end up being one of the best. And it's pretty rare for a guy his size to be such a great blocker and everything, and I think it's mainly because of his leaping ability. He reminds me a lot of Charles Barkley. You know, Green's like 6'7", and I think Barkley is around that. So, you know, he's got a high drive, and he's a good defender and a good rebounder. Green's, again, probably middle of the road when it comes to all these other guys in rebounding, but he's one of the better rebounding power forwards in the league. So overall, I think Green, he's right in the middle of the pack of these guys. I think Griffin is the best overall. And then for the future, I'd probably just take Favors slightly over Green. I think it's really close. And then so Favors, Green, and then I'd put Love and then Millsap. Millsap had a great year, but he's 30 years old. So, you know, talking about these guys' contracts, can't talk about Favors too much. He's still on his rookie deal. But I'm sure if he was a free agent, he'd be getting a max deal. So he'd be getting 5 years or 4 years, $20 million a year at least, or whatever he could get maximum-wise. You know, it's pretty crazy. All these guys are kind of free agents, except for Griffin. Griffin re-signed an extension just a couple months ago. He re-signed with the Clippers for 5 years, $95 million, so that equals about $19 million a year. Millsap just re-signed with the Hawks for 3 years, $59 million, so almost $20 million a year. And then Love got the mega deal here. He got 5 years for $110 million with the Cavs. I'm fine with that deal. I don't think it's a great value, but the Cavs needed to do it. You know, they made all that. They traded 2 big players to get Love, 2 big young guys, so they had to re-sign Love. It would have been a disaster if they didn't. So the 5-year, $110 million, it's a max deal. He's getting paid more than all these other guys, so I won't even make a video on it, but it's a C in my opinion. If I had to give the Love move a grade. But Draymond Green, you know, he's getting paid less than all these guys. He's getting $17 million a year as long as you leave out Favors. So I think this is a great signing for the Warriors. It makes a lot of sense. They just won the championship. They're going to keep their core guys together as long as they can. They're going to be competitive for the championship for another 4 or 5 years, as long as none of their big guys go down with injuries or anything like that. We don't even want to talk about the salary cap. What does it matter? If you don't know, the Warriors were I think they were over $20 million over the salary cap this year. So what does it matter? But if I had to give this grade a deal, a grade, I'd give the Draymond Green contract an A-. It's not the best move of the offseason. Danny Green. Goddamn the Spurs. I'm sure I'll make a video on it, but this Draymond Green contract is great. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments or email me at statliners@gmail.com. And let me know if there are any other contracts you want me to review. All right. Have a good one.